is Leslie Williams, and today's date is January 12th, 2012. And I'm making this video today in reference to what's happening towards me at the University of San Diego Library. Now, what I want people to understand is this, is that to get an idea to help them see what's happening towards me is to research thoroughly gang stalking and or organized stalking. The best way to understand it is to type in gang stalking, because that's what it's being described, that's how it's literally termed in reference to the internet. Okay, now if you went to Google right now and typed in gang stalking in universities, look at the amount of responses that Google will generate to you. The last time I did, I literally got over 767,000 responses just by typing in at Google gang stalking in universities. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm learning disabled. I'm a good person. I'm literally a good person. And what is happening towards me and what is happening to my life is just almost, it's astronomical, literally. I am literally just like your average, everyday citizen. And so I'm going to give you some illustrations here to help you understand not only what's happening towards me in my life, but who is involved in the gang stalking expeditions that I experience along my routes every day. And if you were to go, like when I'm at the University of San Diego Library and I'm sitting there and I'm using the computer, right now they're in intercession, which means they're between semester breaks, so there's not a lot of students in the library. But if you went to this library when I'm there, and I don't even know if they're going to continue to do it once the semester restarts, because now these YouTube videos are literally flat out saying that I'm being gang stalked over at the University of San Diego, and because of the video that's online right now in reference to the MTS assault that they did towards me on an MTS bus. Now, that video has only been online, the one that was posted on December 22nd and 23rd, and I think one was posted on the 21st of December 2011. As a result of that just being online, in a matter of 2.5 to 3 weeks, over 500 people have viewed one of them. So the point I'm trying to make here is this, is that unless they're screwing around with it to try and make me believe, because I have literally went to my YouTube account a couple times and the volume was disabled on all of my YouTube videos. So, and they had the power positions literally, because there's a lot involved with this campaign. I don't know if they're able to manipulate the to make it look like a lot of people have witnessed this YouTube video or not. And please stay with my videos, because in time you'll be able to understand why I made that statement. I have literally read Target's blogs that have literally went in and stated that they have, and they've already went into my Gmail accounts. Okay, they erased all email files from July 20th up until the day of the assault, October 10th. Why? Because within those email files, between those calendar dates, and they did it in 3 separate Gmail accounts, and the only computers that I have been using from late August up until the day of the assault and since have been over at the University of San Diego. My name is Leslie Williams. They literally had the audacity to go in and erase these email files because some of the email files literally was predicting what they might do next. And the assault that occurred towards me on the MTS bus was literally predicted in an email file 9 days before it happened. And if I hadn't printed out that email and copied and pasted it into a Word program, then I in turn downloaded it to a USB drive, which has the electronic date saved to that particular file that I made, showing that the prediction was made 9 days before the assault occurred, in reference to predicting the assault. I literally predicted that I was going to be assaulted either walking, riding my bike, or riding my bike, or on public transportation. So what's the likelihood of that happening? 9 days, I predicted, and then 9 days later it literally happens on public transportation, and then MTS sends me an altered video of the assault, and you can clearly see it's altered. The mirror that's on the rail in the back of the bus is literally turned around, and the back door is on the wrong side of the bus. They literally rotated where we were sitting at, and in order to be able to rotate where we were sitting at, they had to rotate the certain physical parts of the bus. Okay, the back door and the rail that held the mirror, because the rail that held the mirror was directly next to the back door, and the perpetrator who assaulted me was sitting next to that rail. And that's going to be discussed in another video, because I want to dedicate this video to the gang stalking that's happening towards me over at the University of San Diego. Now, they've been using students from the very get-go. When I approached the University of San Diego for the very first time in my life in late August, the first time I wasn't gang stalked. But from the second time up until this little date, I have literally been gang stalked on a feverish scale over there, including by university staff, university library staff, students to the extreme, and even I think a couple teachers, because of how I've seen them come in and use the library services, and they have directly worked with students. Now, what they're doing right now is they're literally setting the stage to make it look like they have a legitimate reason to ban me from this library, because they're literally being exposed in reference to what they've done. Also, a professor at the university has literally wrote a blog in reference to them altering the MTS video, and then he didn't write a blog. What he did was he video blogged it. He pasted it on a video blog. And this professor works in communications, media, and images. It's literally what he's a professor in. He literally put it on first post, and you'll find it if you look for it. And I'm not going to say his name out of respect for him, because I don't feel that I have a right to do that. Just the simple fact that he was a grown, mature man enough to be able to see the truth and do a humanitarian act for me by video blogging it is enough. So I'm not going to mention his name. I don't think that that's very respectful. But I want to tell you something right now. The University of San Diego, cyber-surveillance, cyber monitoring, and cyber-espionage are some of the three main tactics that are involved in gang-stalking expeditions. And since it's clear for anybody to see that by Googling gang-stalking in universities, it's very clear for anybody to see that gang-stalking occurs on university campuses, just by in reference to the amount of responses that Google would generate to you. The amount of responses Google would generate to you if you type in gang-stalking in universities. Now, the University of San Diego has been blogged about all the way back up until late August, September, October, November, December, and in January. There's not a lot of blogs in reference to what I've been experiencing at the University of San Diego in late December and in January for two reasons. Because I've been spending a lot of time making these YouTube videos, and then I get over there, it takes me 2 hours to get there, half hour to get settled in, and then it takes me time to literally download the videos. And I haven't been, I'm going to just put it to you right this way. I'm just now developing protocols. So when I make a video, I go there, and then I take the memory card out of this camera I'm shaking right now, and then I go to upload it, and then I forget what each video is about, because I haven't been labeling them on a piece of paper in reference to the video number, in reference to what's on the actual video. So I've been having to spend a lot of time re-listening to the videos I make, so I can title the video and then download it to, and then post it to YouTube. So in the last 2 weeks of December, and since and the university was closed between December 21st and January 3rd. So this is why a lot of blogs haven't been made since probably about the first week of December up until now to this date. But I'm going to tell you something right now. They're literally approaching me, the library staff is literally approaching me right now and trying to say that students are complaining that my headphones are too loud. Okay? And so this is the avenue they literally used at the University of Michigan. Okay? Because they want to ban me from the library because of what I'm exposing about what's happening to me on the university. Literally exposing it. And since what's happening to me is extremely felonious, and since I was literally gang-stalked at that library and on that campus every single day in some of the most extreme felonious ways, it's almost undescribable. Do you really honestly think that the University of San Diego wants their image tarnished in reference to, simply because of the simple fact this gang-stalking expedition is directly attached to human trafficking? Do you honestly believe for 1 second that the University of San Diego Board of Regents, their trustees, and the president wants this to become known? No. What they're going to do is develop excuses to ban me from this university, since they're not, see, the human trafficking isn't working for them at all, because I'm smart enough to stay out of bullshit, okay? And to not let them provoke me in any way, shape, or form when it comes to the violence that they have perpetrated towards me, because they're syndicated to the cops. And so basically what they're literally doing is trying to set me up any way they can to discredit me, for one, and to literally try and entrap me by provoking me along my route, and then using their syndicated cops to literally entrap me in the system. And they also use social services as well, and also doctors and hospitals and county mental health, because it's all about entrapping a target to take legal custody of a target, to exploit what they got, their regular Social Security checks, their Medicare, through Medicare fraud that's brought about against the target once they're in syndicated control, and then the sexual exploitation. And the gang stalking is done to break you down mentally, to break you down psychologically, to literally break you down. Literally, physically, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, and then they go after your finances, and they go after your shelter. I mean, that's by stealing your rent that was mailed, certified mail, return receipt. Google gang stalking and postal delayment and postal theft. Literally right now, they're attempting to set the stage to literally try and make it appear legitimately that they have a reason to ban me from this library by approaching me and saying that students are complaining that my headphones are too loud. This is literally what they're doing. Okay? Because they want to make it look like the eventual banning has legitimacy. Okay? Because of the simple fact that when I'm gang stalked along my routes, once I leave the university or on days I don't go, what happens to me is being video blogged. Okay? I'm making YouTube videos about it. And since I'm also making YouTube videos about being gang stalked at the University of San Diego, and since the University of San Diego has been literally caught and literally deliberately compromising 2 YouTube videos that were made in the library in reference to gang stalkers literally harassing me and being caught, they went and altered the video. And that's one of the reasons why the Professor video blogged one of the videos, because it was in direct reference to how they manipulated one of the videos that I took of gang stalkers harassing me in the library. Okay? And he video blogged it. And now they see through their cyber-surveillance how this is getting out. How people right now online are literally video blogging the altered video that MTS sent me in reference to the assault that occurred towards me. In reference to that, people, the word's getting out. And since they have been attached to this from the beginning, they don't want it exposed how they've been involved in it. So what they're going to try and do right now is disconnect themselves from this campaign by banning me from the library, which in turn will cause extreme problems for me to upload my YouTube videos. Okay? And it will cause me to have to go either to USC, the University of the other university they got another tram service that goes over to Old Town that will take students to their library. But their library programs don't have the library programs that this university's got. My name is Leslie Williams. Today's date is January 12th, 2012. Today's date is January 12th, 2012. They are literally setting the stage to make it look like they have a legitimate reason to ban me from going to the University of San Diego by accusing me of things. They'll accuse me of being disruptive, being too loud, or what they'll say is that students are approaching the library staff and complaining about me, but won't give me none of the student names, or won't say what the complaints are about, except for that I'm being too loud or burping or whatever. This is literally what they're doing. This is literally what they're setting the stage for. And you know the thing about it is, they did the same exact thing at U of M, and I got digital audio files to prove it, that these were the excuses that they were trying to use to ban me from their library, because they seen their gang stalking over there wasn't working, and they seen they were getting caught, literally. Right now, there is a literal video that's on YouTube right now that can literally be viewed, showing that I caught a gang stalker on video camera. Okay, and then there's a video that's made in reference to me going to campus safety and exposing it, and then they didn't care about the gang stalker. They only cared about the fact that the gang stalker was caught on video, because they know as a result that they're being exposed that I was being gang stalked over at U of M. And this is what they don't want. Okay, that's why they altered the video that was caught of the gang stalkers at the University of San Diego, and that's why the Professor blogged about it. I gotta stop this video right now. It's almost 15 minutes long. Today's date is January 12th, 2012. If I am banned from the University of San Diego, understand this and be clear. It's being predicted now.